Welcome to the Origin Summer Preview with the Dice Tower. In this series, we look at recently released and upcoming games for summer 2014. And now, recorded live at Origins 2014, here's your host, Eric Summerer.
Welcome back to the Origins Summer Preview. I'm Eric Summerer here with Randall from Catalyst Game Labs, and we're looking at a new card game called Bravest Warriors. This is based off of a YouTube series?
Yeah, Frederator is the company that produces it, and it's called Cartoon Hangover.
Okay.
And they actually do a variety of different animated series on there, and their biggest one is Bravest Warriors.
Gotcha.
It's just about ready to wrap up its second season. It'll be launching a third season in the fall, and it's by Pendleton Ward, who was the same guy who created Adventure Time, and he created this as well.
Indeed.
And so it's just a great, fun, push your luck style of game that we have. So each person is going to have their cards here. Catbug, of course, because we love Catbug. So you can play a different hero. I'm going to flip this around so people can see it. And then on your turn, what you're going to do is you're simply going to flip around an encounter. And each of the encounters are going to have an encounter value. You're going to grab your dice. You go ahead and roll it. And you're going to try to exactly match any combination of dice to the encounter.
Okay.
So I've defeated that card. So now this is worth 1 point. So I can go ahead and score that, or I can push my luck. But so I've got 4 dice. I'm going to go ahead and push my luck.
Why not?
Okay, now we've got some little bigger ones in here. So this is a 12-point card that I have to defeat. Okay, I can't use any items, which is beat some of these cards, but it gives me a +3 in addition to its 1 point for being in this column.
Okay.
So go ahead and roll those dice. And 9, 10, 11, 12, I lock it on. Now, normally, I'd be like, okay, I'm not going to push my luck because I only have 1 dice left.
Yep.
The values are from 1 up to 13. 50% of the chance I'm not going to get anything.
Yeah.
But let's say I went ahead and did it like this and was able to actually lock all my dice on here.
Okay.
Now what happens, I get to escalate. So I'm going to rotate cards up into the next column over.
Okay.
Each of these are now worth 2 points if I can defeat them.
And you get
I get all my dice back,
right.
and I start over again. Okay. So there's a 9. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9.
Okay.
And then once again, I could flip up another card.
You're crazy.
Because I'm crazy and insane, and I could roll it. I'm doing really good.
no.
I flip another one.
Don't fail, don't fail.
Okay. And exact.
You could
so
escalate
once
again?
I could escalate again.
Okay.
So then these are worth 3 points, and so on. Okay.
Excellent. Okay.
We have various powers that the heroes allow you to do. You also have items. So you're getting heroic points as you're defeating these encounters.
Yes.
Okay. Then before any roll that you make, you can actually spend 2 heroic points to buy an item. For example, locally grown butter lettuce gives you apply a +2 to a single die roll. Okay. So
it usually does.
Yeah. You got to see the show. It'll make all the sense in the world if you just watch the show. So what's really great, or one of the things that some people, when I'm teaching them how to play, is they're like, but I'm spending the points that I use to win the game on an item. But the items, of course, are force multipliers. So you're getting way more out of the item than you're putting in.
Yes.
So when you use the item, it's just a one shot. You go ahead and discard it. And then the first person to 30 points wins. And there's 1 or 2 other little nuances, like let's say I had gone all the way to this and I had rolled some terrible abysmal number like this and I had failed, then this would go away and then you could coattail and try to grab this from me. So then you could flip up a card here, roll these dice, and if you got a 10, which we didn't, but if you'd gotten a 10, you could get it and you could score all of that.
Oh.
So that's one of those balancing mechanics of, I'm trying to push, but if I push too far and fail, somebody else can grab all the points that I just gave and I might have given him the game.
There you go.
So that's the whole game.
Excellent. What's our time frame?
It'll be coming out in the fall. It'll actually be in 2 decks. There will be a 55 card deck and 7 dice. Blue deck, which is for Chris.
Okay.
And there's a red deck, which is Danny. Same thing. 55 cards, 7 dice, 2 to 4 players.
Okay.
It'll be, I think, like $13 a deck. Nice, easy price point. But you can also just mash them together to play 2 up to 8 people.
Excellent.
So if you haven't seen Bravest Warriors, absolutely check it out. And if you fall in love with it, I have to admit, when I first started watching it, I'm like, this looks like my son Kenyon would love this. I'm not so sure.
Yeah.
But it has just the right amount of intelligence and silliness to be really fun, and it'll get you jazzed for when the game comes out in the fall.
Have just enough time to catch up and then pick up the
Absolutely,
game
and
in
then
the fall.
jump into the fall.
All right, Bravest Warriors, thank you very much.
You're welcome.
Thank you for joining us today. We hope you join us for the rest of our summer preview videos. We'd like to thank Gamma and Origins for making these videos possible. And we hope that all of you have fun gaming. See you next time.